This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Wyoming Cowboys in Laramie, Wyoming. As we'll see, the Rebels taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cowboys will get us started with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Rebels offense takes the field. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the Rebels have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Runs through the tackle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Punt is in the air. From midfield, looking for room. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Cowboys offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smoothly.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week defensive coordinators go in and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
And the Cowboys can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Anderson will throw. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now. Coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Flowers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finding an escape route. Breaks the tackle.
Tell you what, that regain really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Turning it on. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll send the back in motion. Shoots it to the left. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window.
He's loose. He's he's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Running into the open space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The period has expired and Wyoming has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback running on the draw. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The pitch to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now on third down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Might be changing the route. Anderson wants to throw. It's complete. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Right back to the well. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Throws for the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Beal. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. And the Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him.
Oh, it's out. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. They put on the heat and they blocked it. Scoop it up all by himself down the middle. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wyoming. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Utah is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll go back to work on offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He'll do it himself. Nice move to keep running.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Puncks it out of the air. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Rebels want to move quickly.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
And the Cowboys brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Anderson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
You're probably not going to always live in man-to-man and put your safety, especially your free safety, on a wide receiver, on a guy with great speed, but really nice coverage, nice defense, nice job staying between the receiver and the quarterback and swatting that ball to the ground.
Quarterback may change this route. Going up top again. Picked off to stop the threat. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Caught behind the line. It's Beal. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And how about the defense here? Oftentimes in these 2-minute type situations, you're just sort of in this prevent mode. You're trying to force the opponent to kick a field goal and not score a touchdown, but they're still being aggressive. They're out there still trying to make plays, and how about that effort creating the takeaway?
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the middle. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going downfield for the big play. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right on the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Quickly to the tight end. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Anderson will throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, who's got a better seat there today in Laramie than you do? And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the highest elevation in all of college football, War Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they... on the ground at the 20. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Running free. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Buying some time. Lets it fly. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And it's nice to be the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. If you want to come across the middle, I'm going to hit you. If you want to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking on the football. Unbelievable job. You got to have vision on the quarterback. See it, break it, go get it. Give me that INT.
Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Release to the back. Using the quick game. Good, solid tackle. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. On this defense wants to bring some pressure. Snap from the gun on third down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
And the Rebels line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And that's the problem with the free flicker, right? It takes time to develop, and you could tell they handed it off. They didn't really bite it too much and continue to rush the pass or get to the quarterback and put a good lick on him, Jesse, as he's throwing the football.
Yeah, the offensive line is going to be kicking themselves when they watch this on film because they had a touchdown on that play. If they could have just given the quarterback another split second to throw.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught. And he's still running after the move. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He wants to throw it again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Sargent. Touchdown, Cowboys! And the route is on.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. Talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense, got him at the 27.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on second down. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home with the pressure and knock him down for a loss, but there are penalty markers down. Let's sort that out. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Got it in the middle. It's Hainsworth. It's a seam wide open. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down.
Oh, a lot of space. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now adjusting. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, he gets a positive gain.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they can't make the connection.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. And they'll set up for the from their own 20.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback making adjustments. Running to the left.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He caught it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return... brought down. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Got his man. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Here's the pressure. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Great place to start for this offense. Calls his own number.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's rush. They go to the wide receiver screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Cowboys have pushed it inside the 20. They'll send the tight end in motion. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2.
How easy was that? I mean, when you got a quarterback that can run design runs like this and get you 5+ yards and make it look that easy, God, it makes it really hard for the defenses to stop.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Toss sweep to the left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Wyoming. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been...
Turning on the Jets. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. With the catch, it's Beal. Tripped up for the tackle.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
The Rebels send out the punt unit. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Rush. Lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
This time it's complete. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bean. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The offense will use the timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. And the Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Holman. It bounces over the top.
Catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Snagged out of the air. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got it. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. Quarterback will keep it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. These corners going to give them some space. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
You